This is LoseThos, a 64-bit operating system for the IBM PC that's for recreational programming. It features a 64-bit kernel, 64-bit compiler, assembler, bootloaders, partitioner, graphics library. It supports VGA 640 by 480. I limit it to that because I don't have GPU support and I don't want it struggling. Anyway, it has CD, DVD support, editor, debugger, profiler, grep, tons and tons of demos. So the command line feeds into a C compiler. So if you say put s hello, that's how it works. Now we're going to run a file. So here's a file. It has a, oh, by the way, if you just say hello by itself, then that does put s. This is a put s in a file. Now we can include it. I can right click and say include. There it printed include and we gave the file name, and we got that. Now we can put it in a function. U0 is a void, so we put it in a function. There, that works. Now we have a function in memory, so we can say unassemble function called main. And we have enter and leave are unusual x86 instructions. Pushes the string, calls put s. I use the variation where you pop the args off the stack in the call, so we don't pop the argument. Anyway, there's a return version that pops args on x86. Anyway, now we're gonna count to n. This is printf, so we say printf %d. So we count to n. Now we're going to include a call at the bottom. Statements outside of functions execute immediately. So this is going to count to 10. Now we're going to let's do a benchmark. Let's count to 1,000,000. One 1,000, two 1,000. Now we'll do a directory. Now let's do it from assembly. Define byte is DU8. That's an unsigned 8. It doesn't use unsigned characters. It uses it doesn't use signed characters. It uses unsigned characters. Since that lets us have the full set of symbols can be used. So you can use pi in a symbol name or whatever. Anyway, here's an exported symbol here, and we can bind it to a C symbol. Oh, it calls put s, by the way. We can bind it to a C symbol, and then we call it. You don't need parentheses if you don't have args. Anyway, so now we include that. We got hello world. Anyway, so Control M gets to a macro menu area. This has icons basically. I'm going to run a flight simulator. This is pretty much the most impressive application. Oh, that's my bird. Anyway, up at the top it has the 8 cores. So download it and run it.